It's underwater poker night with the boys.
Life like this sure is sweet, huh?
It definitely is, man.
Dang, those kids were so rich that betting money was practically meaningless. There were no stakes. When betting cookies just wasn't cutting it anymore, they moved to real dough, and now they're betting oxygen. You only get to breathe if you're ballin', and from the hat, it looks like they all folded. Hi again, guys, and this is my last video before Christmas. It's currently the happiest time of the year, and I know that you'll be probably spending time with your families instead of doing your one job of consuming my content at all times. Are you defective or something? You were made to do one thing. It's give me money. I really can't stop you from seeing your loved ones losers, so I'm here to at least make you feel worse before Christmas comes around. That's because today we're gonna look at some people so spoiled and so rich, no matter how many things on your Christmas list you get, it'll still feel like nothing compared to what these rich roaches use as toilet paper. If you enjoy this video, there will be this big card at the end that takes you to the last time we looked at some rich kid cringe. Also, less than 20% of y'all are subscribed with notifications on. If you sub and hit that bell icon, you'll never miss an upload, and you can always change your mind later. Whatever happened to going down with the ship? Even if doing that would be pointless and everybody can already escape safely, drowning for no good reason is a part of sailing culture. I swear, ever since the captain of that big Costa Concordia mess decided to leave before the passengers evacuated, everybody who sinks their ship thinks it's cool to survive it. It's like they don't even consider leaving their cool skeletons for people to find a century from now on diving trips. Think about the future business you're ruining by living to see another day, man. Slash J, I'm just kidding. People dying is bad. Hey, take my car. I'm flying. I traded the Ferrari for a helicopter. That dude's just playing GTA in first-person mode. The guy giving him the finger is not real. He's an NPC. He's never gonna get to actually drive that Ferrari. He's programmed to loop that flipping finger animation forever. That's at least how Helicopter Boy has been treating the whole thing. Back in reality, though, the guy on the ground almost seemed like disappointed about it. What the hell am I supposed to do with this? I only get to drive your Ferrari? I know you have nicer shit in there, man. Let me at it.
Dang. Nice Malibu.
Thanks, bud.
Sweet-ass wheels you got. I got a 69 Dodge Dart.
Listen, I don't want to downplay the fact that that's Jack Black driving a car a mom might take her kids to soccer practice in, but he said he had a 69 Dodge Dart? Wow, that is a beauty. Anyways, holy shit, it's Jack Black. Did the guy recording do it because he saw Jack Black and freaked, or did he even recognize him at all? To be fair, Mr. Black does look a lot different than he used to. Not in a bad way, he's just different. It's either that or the cameraman saw someone he thought was poor in their silly little suburbanite trash wagon gawking at his sweet and expensive ride. In that case, it's just kind of lame. I can't even really call that cringe. Sure, I'm definitely mauling about this dude's massive backyard that I'll never own and the bottle of wine that probably costs more than my monthly rent, but my brain's not gonna let me lie to itself. That was a satisfying clip. I watched it more than once for the pure pleasure of it. The prep, the pop, and the oohs and the ahs. It was well crafted, unfortunately. You win this time, rich people. I mean, you usually do. Look at the state of the world. But just you wait until I'm one of you. Well, actually, that doesn't really work because I already am sickeningly rich. Like so much money it would make your jaw drop and turn your eyes into dollar signs rich. So let's change that to when I become more like you by getting more money. That's when you'll see I'll drag it down to my level. I will turn any shareholder conference you put me in into a Call of Duty lobby.
That is a temper shot, you idiot.
That was only marginally worse than it could have. That dude was still trying to aim a solid swing at the neighbor's window. The fact that the cop doing the opposite of a drive-by shooting took the shot just kind of skipped the middle step. The kid doesn't have to get into legal trouble with the neighbor and the father won't have to bail him out of that. It just works. When you think about it, the parents probably prefer it happens like that. That way they lose less time they have to spend with their family and can get back to making money faster. That or being alcoholics, they kind of go hand in hand. My future kid's life indeed. I replaced the music because of copyright, but the original song that slideshow is set to is Super Rich Kids by Frank Ocean and Earl Sweatshirt. It's a good song. You should give it a listen. My thing is, I do not think the person who made that slideshow has listened to it themselves. Based on this video, it seems like they are envying the rich kid lifestyle because it seems so easy and you get everything handed to you. But that song, Super Rich Kids, that they chose to use is about how life is fucking vapid and meaningless when you live like that. The materialism will ruin you. Your parents probably won't talk to you. You don't know who actually loves you for you around you, and nothing can fill that void of purpose in your soul if it's all you've ever known. Still, it's a lot better than struggling to make ends meet or starving, and you know, most of the shit everyday people put up with, every day. But the irony is still a little funny.
Bruh.
I've seen a few videos like this while looking for videos of rich people showing off their rich people stuff, and out of all of them, these slideshows are the funniest, flimsiest version of flexing I come across. The intro is always some footage that the person posting it probably recorded themselves, and then when they go into detail about all the items you should have if you're a real rich kid, none of it's stuff they took themselves. It's all PNGs they found on Google. They do not actually have that shit. You just have image search like the rest of us. If these people really own those items, they should be rubbing it in our face by showing us it, preferably while in a shirt that says homeless people should just buy a house. This is another great example of that trying to look like you have money. This girl was getting absolutely cooked in her comments for showing off this big ass house. There's no way you got this from working Bath and Body Works. She ended up responding saying it was a joke and this isn't even my house. I'm broke. Not y'all actually getting pressed, but come on. Of course we're all malding, seething, and coping over this. I want to live in a big fucking house. Why don't I get the big house instead of you? If something good happened to your person, I don't care. It should have happened to me. It's hard to say if it was the boat rockin' or the booze that made him crack his ass on the glass. Neither of them was helping, that's for sure. The first time I watched the vid, the caption was saying how good rich people dancing is, and to be fair, the first slide this guy did was kind of smooth. It was like a cat skidding on hardwood floors, just drifting around corners. Point is, it looked convincing up until he threw it back trying to give the table a lap dance. The difference between a millionaire and a billionaire. Artists might hate me for using this as the comparison, but this reminds me of the 2 cakes meme. You see, a baker was sad that his cake is smaller than someone else's cake, but the audience is all, holy shit, 2 cakes! I love having diabetes. In this case, the millionaire's sad that his metal money boner is smaller than the billionaire's. Man, he's got a bigger erection sitting in the port than me. But then folks like you and me see it and go, holy shit, that's 2 big boats. Why does anybody have either of them? Alternatively, you could just reply with this tweet, I am a starving child, starving to death, and this is the very last thing I have ever read. Goodbye. You can see that oh shit, oh fiddlesticks moment when she realizes she's rotated 90 degrees too far. I would have commended the effort if this was her trying to flip and just really screwing it up, but that was an attempt at a dive, man. All you have to do is press the button prompt and the game does it for you. How do you shit the bed that hard? It's like you lost at the cutscene. When she got back on the boat, her back probably looked like a mesa biome. Rich people have the best view of the Monaco Grand Prix. If your kid was watching the TV with you in there and the camera saw them on the balcony off to the side, then they'd point to the TV and say, Mom, I'm on TV. And then the kid pointing at the TV would show up on the TV that they were pointing at. What a pointless thing to think about. I just wasted your fucking time. But now that I finished the clip, is seeing the Monaco Grand Prix in person even really that cool? This has to be the worst spectator sport to watch in person. With normal sports, the action is right in front of you. It's like dudes punching each other or tackling each other. Even with NASCAR, where they just go in circles, you get to see all the cars the whole time as they go in circles. In Monaco, you have to spend a fuckload of money to get a place to park your boat or for an apartment on land. And the only action you'll ever get in person is cars taking careful turns around your street corner every now and then. Before you know it, it's gone and you have no idea who's even winning from that. Even if you're there in person, you have to watch most of the damn thing on TV anyways, just so you can see who's really winning. Why even leave your couch for this? That tub was made specifically for when you have house guests over. You're supposed to be sat in the tub while still bearing over everybody, that way you can deliver one of the top 10 speeches they'll ever hear. Only a thin layer of bath foam stands between you and a public indecency charge. It's the type of thrill only rich people who have killed all their dopamine receptors would want to do, aka the exact people who can afford this house. That has got to be one of the nicest things I've ever seen a guy flying a helicopter do. Most of the ones you hear about are for tour guides and recreational stuff, which I personally find morally neutral. Or it's about helicopters shooting rockets into towns with civilians in them and destroying their homes. That's also morally neutral. That's all I got for today. I'm gonna wrap this up here. That card I mentioned should be on screen. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Don't go after anyone I talked about today because that's cringe. Anyways, this has been Kwite, and I am actually richer and more unbearable to be around than anybody I've shown in this video.